Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus. For the rest of this week, we're going to be playing Bant Spirits in Historic. So, I think both Spirits and Merfolk are pretty close to this. I would say the same power level. They've both got some advantages. Merfolk is a little bit more mid-rangey, has access to Kumena Tyrant of Araska, and that card can really grind through some games. Merfolk's a little bit better on blocking duty, I think. Yeah, Spirits has a lot more fragile creatures. Stuff like Rattlechains and Nebelgast are not very good blockers. But at the same time, like, they also have flying, so there's sort of an advantage there. Merfolk having both Trickster and Mara Regery makes it a little bit easier to tap stuff down, whereas Nebelgast Herald kind of combines the two. So there's definitely some parallels between them. They both get to play 8 Lords in Collected Company. I'd say Spirit's mana base is probably a little worse because you have to go into 3 colors to make this work. Because really, Collected Company, I think, is important to this deck. I would not want to play Spirits without this card. At least not now. There will be more Spirits as we go deeper into Pioneer that will find their way into here. But which also reminds me, since we don't have Mausoleum Wanderer yet, Spirits is actually kind of lacking in 1-drops. And Merfolk's 1-drops are actually better than the Spirit's 1-drop, because all they have is Spectral Sailor, really. There's no other good 1-drop Spirit. The closest thing you'll find is like Siren Storm Tamer, which is not a Spirit, but it is a flyer, so it gets pumped up by Empyrean Eagle, and it turns on Lofty Denial. You're playing Denial instead of Wizard's Retort, and yeah, you instead of, you have to still a 2 mana and a 3 mana Lord, so you're not really gaining any ground there. So yeah, the 1-drops are worse. Like Merfolk and they have more tools too. Like Mist Caller, I think, is actually really good to put in the main deck. So you can have a little bit more aggressive starts there. But Spirits also has Skyclave Apparition, which is a very strong card. Getting rid of a permanent is very strong. It gives you good answers to a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's hard for me to say which one is actually better. I think they're pretty close for me. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion right now, so that could change. Definitely, like, it seems like it's a lot more frequent that Spirits gets cards added for it, so it's probably going to get better than Merfolk over time as we add more cards to Arena. Yeah, and especially as, like I said, once we go back to and like the Shadows over Innistrad remastered, or maybe even in Pioneer Masters, we might see some of the Spirits cards that were missing, like Spell Queller and Selfless Spirit and Mausoleum Wanderer. So, well, yeah, once we get those, this deck will definitely improve. It'll be difficult to try to figure out how to adapt it, but yeah, I have total confidence that this will get better as a result. So, and since we don't have a lot of good 1-drops, I'm playing Stern Dismissal in here. This card's fine. Either bounces a creature or can hit an enchantment, which is relevant because there is a 9 lives Solemnity combo deck. So this card interacts against it, is kind of good. Skyclave Apparition also interacts with it, but generally, like, against those sort of things, like, it helps to have more interaction against enchantments. This is also sometimes good against the Boggles deck. There is a Boggles deck, so having more instant speed, like, interaction against it is helpful. Could play Brazen Borrower, but I think because there's not a lot of good 1-mana stuff here, I want something that's lower in the curve for it. So this is what I'm going to run with. We'll play this for a bunch of matches and then see how we do. So let's change over to, where is it? At Doomsgate. Yeah. Merfolk decks get named after Metalocalypse songs, and Spirits gets named after Doom. So, alright, let's go. There we go. We're going. Oh no, it's Bolas versus Ugin. This hand's fine. We'll keep this. You're not always going to have a 1-drop, but we have a Lord. You know, we can carve out. We have things to play here, so play the Shacklegeist first. Supreme Phantom is not particularly good on the play. Or I mean, as like as the first creature that you play, I mean. It really looks to me like they actually have something here, so I'm not going to attack. I feel like they might play like the Grindborn. Yeah, there we go. And I really don't want them to have that, so. And the trick here is I'm holding up the Shacklegeist in case they try to go like Curious Obsession. Oh, this is fine. Yeah, we play it on the green side. I guess I don't really feel the need to attack here. I can just play Supreme Phantom. I still have a counter spell up if I want it. Which I do want to counter the spell. And they actually looks like they have a Spell Pierce. Sensor, they cycle it. Okay, never mind. So like, yeah, that's an important thing to note. A lot of times when these like flashy decks pass priority like that, you can kind of get an idea of what they might have in their hand, so. Alright, let's tap this bad boy down. They can't like play an Obsession and crack in. It's really useless, so. Alright, and if they like actually go to play something here, I'm gonna play Collected Company. Oh, they have like nothing here. Yeah, go ahead. You're dead. There is no way that you're winning this game. I can bounce one of these back to my hand. It does not matter. We have a pretty good game against the mono blue tempo deck. Okay. Sure thing, man. They just wanted to cast spells. Okay. Yeah, definitely spirits. Merfolk is okay against mono blue. The games are a lot closer because they can actually race you in the air versus your ground stuff a little bit better. But against spirits, like it's really hard for them because you have a bunch of flying blockers, and their creatures are not very big, and yours get a lot bigger than theirs. You have lords in your deck and a lot more instant speed stuff that matters. Like Nebelgast Herald is just like crushing if you resolve it against them. Collected Company is a beating against them. You still have counter spells, so yeah. Rattlechains is also a beating. Surprise blocker they don't know about. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's a little bit mana heavy, but that's fine. We have Spectral Sailor, so. Here, yeah, we can play Supreme Phantom and then hopefully from there on protect it with Rattlechains. Okay, well, this looks like. What is it? It's a colorless ramp deck. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 2 life here. Which means Skyclave will actually be kind of good if they play like Karn the Great Creator. Actually, I could even exile that thing. Oh, do I care? It's a good question. Do I actually care? I think I do want to get rid of this. Because they're gonna ramp, so. No, I want this on the green, so I'm gonna have to shock myself again. Yeah, that's why I shocked myself last turn. I wanted to give myself the option to keep this in green. This will slow them down by a full turn. Hoping that'll be good enough for us to race. So if we can find a counter spell, that would be nice. Even if they tap out and play Forsaken Monument, it might not be the end of the world. Alright. Here. Now I'll put it on green. Can play my guys all at flash speed. Which means if they tap out for Monument, they're just dead. Karn the Great Creator doesn't really do anything. Well, okay, that we'll see. Maybe it might help. So they got the Monument. I guess we just play Nebelgast here. So I can't kill them this turn, right? I can only deal 9. So if I want, I can play Sailor and draw a card. Yeah, like at this point, I don't think it matters. Karn, I don't think was good enough. I don't think that's good enough either. This Rattlechains is just going to kill them. There we go. See? It was good. Skyclave Apparition really got the job done for us there. Just exile their mana rock. It slows them down by a lot when they can't play a 4-drop in turn 3. Plus, you always have the option of, like, drawing into a counter spell, too. Like, if you find Lofty Denial early enough, like, that card's really good against them. Pretty much any game where they don't get Denial off, or they don't get a Monument off early is fine, I think. I think we're keeping this. Probably going to have to put the Pathway on white, because we do have a white card in hand, and we may need a second white for Apparition, so I'll play the islands first, obviously. Okay, well that's going to suck. Which means, I guess I have to try to trade the Sailor with that thing. Though, I think chances are the Sailor's going to get shocked. I'm just hoping that they don't kill it. Alright, we'll see what happens here. They've already committed an attack, so this is not relevant. But I would happily trade with this thing. See, that was a mistake, I think. They should have shocked it if, like... Yeah, I definitely think shocking it was the appropriate thing to do here. But yeah, if you want to, you should get in your damage with this thing. You're going to kill it anyway. Like, if I play it in combat, there's no way I'm not blocking with it. So, that was one free damage they missed out on. So we're hoping they don't have, like, Lightning Strike. Okay, they might, it looks like they may have a Stomp here, or maybe another Shock, so I'm not going to let them kill off the Supreme Phantom. I need to draw a land so I can get this Eagle out, and then I can start making really good blocks. That's less than ideal. Well, the only good news here is that Rattlechains can actually do useful things now. Okay. Is that it? You're only going to attack with that? I don't get it. Alright, well, I guess I have to get this out now. Alright. There's not very much I can do here. Alright. Just sit back on defense, I guess. I really need this land. Alright, well they drew 2 cards, which means they probably have like land and then maybe cast 2 spells. That's gonna suck. I really need to Skyclave that thing badly. Yeah. I guess I'm just kind of hoping that they tap out so I can use this thing effectively. They're not willing to send in the Beaumont. Yeah. I guess here... I don't know. I don't know if it actually matters. Alright, we need to draw like Hallowed Fountain or something. Oh, fuck. This is gonna fuck us now. Yeah, I can't really afford to attack. Yeah, That sucks, because now they can just, like, kill off all my guys. Alright. So I have to just try to trade with their creatures here. Okay, well, that could have been much worse, I guess. No, I think that's still enough, isn't it? I guess this one. Okay. All right. I think now we're actually just screwed here. So they just attack. I only have one blocker. Dude, we got mana screwed super hard that game. And if we draw like one land at pretty much any point during that game, I think we're like right back in it. But fuck, what are you gonna do? Like I think we kept a perfectly fine hand, but if you don't draw lands, you don't draw lands. You don't cast spells. So it's just how it be. Sorry, I had to cut this for a second because my entire network went out in the middle of the game. So we are back here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to mulligan this. We don't have any blue mana, and almost all of our spells require blue. Yeah, it's just fine. We'll keep this, and we'll put a Hallowed Fountain on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, no, it sucked. I was in the middle of a match, and it's close, but network went away, so then the match went away. Alright, enters tapped. But it's okay, we have a replacement game. Always another game to be played on Arena. Thoughtseize. Okay, so this is probably Sultai, the Uro deck, huh? The only thing that's gonna suck is we don't have a good plan for Extinction Event. They took a Supreme Phantom. It's fine. Oh no, it's Knight of the Ebon Legions. I don't think that's a card they play. Maybe I'm wrong. No, this is still probably the Uro deck, I think. That's my assumption. Yeah. Why are you... Oh yeah, because yeah, I can't block this. So I'll just make it a 4/4 or 4/5. What the fuck? Is this some kind of like... I have no idea what's going on here. Actually, so I could wait and just play like 2 Spectral Sailors this turn, then attack with... Then I have Supreme Phantom. I think I'm going to do that. This way, then I can add the maximum amount of power to the board. I don't think they're going to play rats because they seem to be a creature deck themselves. I can take my Supreme Phantom, that's fine. You have to kill this one now. You know what? That's fine. I'm racing you. I feel like they have Eliminate and they're going to use it. Interesting. So what's going to happen here? I think here I just hold up Rattlechains and then I'm probably good to go. Like I'm winning this race. They didn't have removal last turn, but okay, they're gonna find something off of this. I guess yeah, if they play a creature, I'm just gonna play Nebelgast and then that'll be fine. Yeah, if they tap out. Yeah, that's not winning. If you play that, you die. Okay, you lose. Alright, there we go. Yatta. So, okay, that's interesting. So that was some kind of Sultai toolbox deck. Maybe it was green-black. I don't know. We might just be playing the Triome just as another green-black land that cycles. Alright, we'll play one more for today. So let's go. Okay, I have no idea what that name says. But this hand looks fine. We'll keep it. We have a 1-drop and then things to flash in if we want. And a counterspell if we're up against something dumb. Let him scry first. So this might be control. So let's get Shacklegeist down because I want a clock. Search for Escanta, that's fine. So I'm not worried about Wrath of God at the moment. And if they don't play anything... Idyllic Tutor. Okay. What are you going to find? Oh, okay, this is the Solemnity deck. So in this case, I do just want to pressure them as much as possible. So they have to, like, Wrath right now, I think. Yes, counter this. They only have 1 card in their graveyard. Alright, my life total is irrelevant. Yeah, even if they Wrath now, Nebelgast is enough to win the game. So I don't think there's anything they can really do. No! Got him. There we go. So it was the combo deck. But because they played 9 lives first, it had to counter. If they played the Solemnity, I think I just let it resolve there and then use the Stern Denial. Or Stern Dismissal to bounce it. So well, that's going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you are enjoying Bant Spirits and Historic, please give this a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. I read through them and try to respond to them all. Your support in this channel means everything to me. I love it. I don't ask for money. I just ask for your love. If you're enjoying it, I need to know so that I can continue to do the kind of content that both you and myself want to see. So, thanks everybody for watching. I will see you again tomorrow.